Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers and welcome back to Mercury Farms. We're using a new wash station because our Volvo is filthy dirty. Our Volvo needs repaired. Our Volvo needs diesel fuel. It needs everything. Cleaning this up because I have just emptied out the old silo, if you will, and sold that. So now we're going to see a big empty area in our parking area. This is, this is a repair station right here. Come over here. Okay, it doesn't look that bad in here. Yes, we'll repair that. How's our trailer? You know, we'll repair it because we're here for 113. Why not? So let's make it all look pretty. But for now, it's going to come over here and park because we have no place to really park stuff. Everything is just a mess everywhere anyways. There we have it. Also, well, I can't teleport over there now, can I? No, I cannot. What's over here? Oh, our trailer. So all the trees are cut down. Even the one tree down here, I finally went down there and cut that as well. So we have lots of logs to pick up and sell to help out the income on the farm just a little bit. Also, I returned the tree harvester, and in doing so and returning leased items, I found out I did not buy this wood chipper. I actually leased this wood chipper, which kind of shocked me because I don't usually lease things. I just buy some. The question is, how much is that? Because that might be why I did so, lease it instead of, 58 grand. So that could be why I leased it, because I don't plan on using it that much. Even got the oats out of our harvester. Our silo is now gone. And if we teleport up to, well, this will work. So we got our straw, some hay, and some silage over here. We already got somewhere around 16,000, right at 16,000 liters of total mixed rations ready for our cows at some point later on. What I want to do now is I want to do some actual farm work. I know, some actual farm work. The question is, what do I want to do is the question. So we have two fields I want to get to. Either this field right here, the tree field, or I want to come up here and redo our maize field. But I'm kind of thinking get the tree field up and going just to get some crops going maybe, because I don't need to plow this. I need to plow that, and mostly all of our equipment is down here. But what I need to do first is, that's right, hook up our slurry tanker and our injector and get a stage of fertilization down, and then we'll seed it. And then it'll be good to go. The reason why I want to get this field kind of done first is it's kind of near where we're working, and seeing this barren field like the way it is right now is kind of, I don't know, annoying me for some reason. I don't know why, but it is. Empty fields are not my friends. Empty fields means no cash. I have thought about going up and getting the 36 meter injector, but money-wise, it's not the wise thing to do just yet. Because we got lots of cash on the trees, though, I probably could do it, but for now, this is what we're doing here. So let's lower that down, turn this on, and we'll start putting down some digestate because we got tons of it. Let's see, what speed are we doing? 10 miles an hour. I do believe that is the limit on this thing, so it doesn't need to be repaired or anything like that. So, yeah, last episode we got our farmhouse down, an entryway, a pond, the new silo, workstation, all that stuff going. So things are starting to look better around here. Not like they were looking bad, but it's starting to look like a main farm area. We really didn't have one. We just had like a shed and a silo. And our farmhouse was like up on a hill, not too far from here, but now it's starting to look more like a real farm. So I'm kind of liking what we did. You may not think so, but that doesn't matter. I do. So yeah, I need to do more work around the farm, obviously. Put some more trees down behind it. do a little bit more landscaping, try to pretty up just a little bit more. And I wonder how much digestate I have around here. I didn't know how much I had in this tanker, but either way I was going to be digestating this field or our maize field. And this is the field we were here. All of our stuff is here, so I said, let's do this field. And I'm almost out of digestate. So I'll have to grab my truck. The tanker is somewhere. I'm going to guess it's up at the animal farm. So I can go get digestate. And on the way back, maybe add some diesel. Stop at the vehicle shop and purchase some diesel fuel for it. That always comes in handy. And we are just about... Can I get to the end? Probably not. And of course not. Of course not. Let's raise that. And I might as well get this turned around. Right there. Alright, let's hop into our truck. No, that's the combine. Yes, our tanker is nowhere here. It looks awfully weird now without the silo sticking out right in the middle. But it looks so much better without the silo being right in the middle. Oh, that's right. I had the speed at ×1 because cutting down those trees, it took me like 45 minutes in real time to take care of those 2 rows. One thing I noticed about me and tree harvesting, when I do the first couple, it's like, oh, this isn't bad. And after you get going, you get around like your 60th tree, which seems like, I don't know how many trees there actually were. But you start getting careless of how you put the tree header down. And like I said, sometimes when it cuts a tree and that head swivels, it doesn't swivel like it has been the past 20 trees. And next thing you know, it's pointing right at your harvester. And you try to cut it, and it hits your harvester and flips your harvester over. And yeah, it can get a little frustrating sometimes doing that. All right, do I have anything in you? And I'm gonna think no. No, I do not. That's gonna be my guess. Yep, you're completely empty. On to the BGA. We'll top you off, and on the way back through down to the main farm, we're gonna stop at the gas station, which is at the vehicle shop, and top off. Well, one thing I have learned is I probably need to do 2 headlands around this field in order to turn properly. I've been getting the fuel... I always want to say fuel injectors. I keep getting the digestive injectors stuck on the hedgerow or the fences on the other side. Yeah, so 2 headlands with this piece of machinery. And then, yes, I did activate GPS just to make life that much easier. And the good news is I should be able to finish this field off without having to go up and steal, well, I want to say steal because it's ours, but grab more digestate from the BGA. Although we do have plenty of it, so it's not that big of a deal. When I say plenty of it, sometimes you think you got a lot of digestate, and why can't... It's one of those days, long work day, and then you can't come home, and then you can't think straight. And then you just try to back up a piece of machinery, and it doesn't want to back up the way you want it to. But that's just an excuse, and I'm going to use it. So, yeah, so we just got this little section left to go, and then we can park this over into our big parking area. I do have the cash to buy maybe a shed and place it down. And I do like the looks of the one that we do have already. So I'm thinking maybe get a twin brother for it. I don't know. We'll look. Or I could just use one of the base game sheds. One of the big open sheds. Because it's basically for trailers and such. Maybe some equipment. And yeah, I would like to park just all of our equipment here actually. Even our forage harvester, maybe instead of putting another shed down at the BGA, maybe bring our forage harvester down. He can just park down here, and we can drive it up. It's not Mercury Farms is not that big of a map where you just can't park everything in the center and then work off it from there. And like I said, we're not going to be rushing around to do the fields. I mean, this field's been sitting barren now for a couple days. In the early stages, the minute we harvest it, I was like, all right, get the tea in there and reseed it. Now it's kind of like, yeah, when I get to it, we'll get to it. But what we'll probably do is, once I get this done, we'll do the couple headlands with the T8 and the Seadrill. We will grab our Volvo truck, and we need to start taking care of some of the animals. I think the last episode I noticed the chickens kind of needed some food. And then I would like to top off the cows with Total Mix Rations mixer. We can sell our mixer, the Silo King. You can go ahead and sell that, get some cash, and we should have plenty of money to buy a shed and put a shed down here. Oh yeah, that's right. I only did one headland up here. I'm going to get stuck, maybe. Not so much. I should be able to finish the rest of the field with what I have in the tank. I was tempted when I got started on the other side of the tree. I was tempted to run to the store and buy the bigger injector. But I'm like, Peanut, this field is not that big to, it's like I know, but it get done really quick and be nice. And yeah, we'll definitely have to get it for the livestock market field. And that, like I said, I may have to put him on a helper when I do the livestock market field. And we'll be doing the transportation of the digestate from one corner of the map to the other. Like I just said, though, Mercury Farms is not that big of a map. But this tank is not that big either. And with a bigger injector, he's just going to go through it faster. I would assume he would go through it faster. But, what do I know? I'm just a farmer. But we are approaching the late afternoon hours here at Mercury Farms. And I do have a plane ticket to go back to the Pacific Northwest on Monday. But I was asked to don't bother coming back. And that's the last I kind of talked to Bill a little bit to find out what's going on. And I have not received much of any more information other than that. Other than they kind of plan on sending farm off. Just going to list things, what's for sale, and do it that way. But I told him to get back to me once the committees had more meetings to find out what's going on, and I haven't heard nothing, because maybe he doesn't know nothing, I don't know. So where am I going to be on Monday? I don't know right now either. I'm just kind of focusing on a little bit of get my job done here today. My flight is not until the morning hours anyways. So I'll figure it out, when it's time to head to bed and figure out how I'm going to do this. So how's this field looking now? Nice light blue color. Perfect. Let's turn off GPS because we don't need that. We'll lift that, fold that in. And I kind of forgot when I brought the digestate down from the BGA and it turned into the entrance of the farm. I turned the corner and I don't want to say shocked me, but it's like, oh yeah, the entryway is different. Nice gravel stone, supports the truck very well. No, I need unhitch that. The one thing I haven't thought about is what to plant. First things first, though, does this need to be refilled? And I'm going to say no. Not really. And my brain's so fried, I have no idea what I planted here. Since it says canola on the Seadrill, I'm going to say it's canola, which it is. And we got wheat here. So the only thing we got planted is canola and wheat. Um, yeah, what to plant, really? You know what? Yeah, what? No, I'm trying. See, I told you my brain's fried. I'm selecting barley because I want to plant barley. That is brilliant. How about you come out here, Peanut, and select it from this way? Cotton, grass, wheat, barley. We are, I don't want to say we're getting low on straw. I do have some straw down there in our small field. But after unloading what I got from around our new farm, if you remember, I picked up straw that was in that field there, and kind of like where those are now. We had straw in those fields, so that went to the Total Mix Rations mixer. And I don't have much straw left, although I don't need much at the moment. Actually, does it show it? Did I see? I don't know if I can put it into the silo or not. All right, so I got 126,000. Oh, that's right, because it shows. I keep forgetting. Now, the only thing I don't like about the Total Mix Rations mixer is it shows what it has in storage in that as well. So I don't know if I got this much. So basically, what I would have to do is go to the mixer, see what the mixer says it has in storage, and subtract that from this total. Then I can actually see. I can see the numbers are kind of changing as we sit here. So yeah, I don't know exactly how much we have in storage. I mean, technically they can show you that, because if I wanted the straw out of there, I can go back to the Total Mix Rations mixer and take the straw back out, because it's not mixed at just yet. No, I don't want to do that tree, because I'm going to have to have this guy on a hired worker. I was doing it like I was going to do the whole field, which usually I would go up and just go around the tree. So now I really screwed up this corner completely. So you know what happened is, on that flight back from the Pacific Northwest this week, and I didn't sleep on the plane, then I worked overnight. It's the lack of sleep that I'm having right now that's causing me to have all these brain farts. But that's simulated reality. I know. Just go with it. So we'll get some straw out of this field in, well, whenever we come time to harvest it. We'll get some couple headlands in, then we'll send him off on a worker. Hopefully he can work his way around the tree. So another thing I did see, I was reading the forums, and somebody did ask Realism Modding. That's the modders for Seasons, which comes out just in a handful of days. So someone did ask him a good question. I didn't think of this question. But in Seasons, weeds will not, as the base game, when weeds come, they take up your whole field. Seasons will not do that. So somebody asked me questions, how will workers weed your fields when it only comes in patches? And he got a direct answer of, the workers will not like it at all. So basically, in Seasons, you're going to get like little patches of, I may only have like 4 patches of weeds in this field. And they'll be about as big patches, maybe as the size of this tractor and Seadrill. So not that big. So you cannot, well, you can hire a worker. He's going to do this little patch that you're in. They will not go around and take care of the other patches. And that's when he said, that's why the base game, that's why Giants made it so when weeds start in the field, they cover the whole field. So you can hire a worker to take care of the weeds. So that's why they did that in the base game. But in Seasons, you're probably going to have to do weeding yourself if you have weeds turned on. Actually, probably in Seasons, you may not have the option to turn weeds on or off. If I remember correctly, because I always, I think I never really looked at it too much, but when you play just a base game, you have the option to turn withering on or off. In Seasons, withering is always on. You don't have the option to turn it off. So my guess is weeds won't probably be the same way. as in weeds are going to be on. We'll all find out in a handful of days. And yeah, so I will be playing seasons at some point. I just don't know when and on what map. But when I do find out what map it is, well, you'll find out when you see the first video on it. So, but it will be a map that I haven't played on yet. It might be a remake, because there's a lot of remakes coming out from 17 to 19. I know Alien Jim is working on one. I believe Oxygen David is working on one. And I think they're both from Bullet Bill, who does not make maps for 19 because he does not like how FS19's lighting is done at all. I think he's still making modded maps for 17. I think he's making one for 17 right now. But don't quote me on that. But Bullet Bill has given permission to these other great authors or creators of maps to take those maps from 17 and convert them over to 19. Alright, one more pass here at the bottom and then we'll set this guy off on a worker. And I should have taken the Volvo truck out of here before I started seeding, but it's too late now. So when Monday comes, you're going to be probably just in as shock as I am as what map we're playing on. Because even I really haven't decided yet. So, and you're probably thinking, what do you mean you haven't decided yet? You got told not to come back. I know. Alright, we'll come back over here. And you, sir, and or ma'am, whoever happens to take over. And hopefully you can get around the tree. There you go. You should be good to go. The field's looking so much better now that we're not seeing this stubble as much. Alright, so let's come over here and grab our tanker. Looks like I'll have to leave my tanker here because I'm going to need our trailer to fill up with some wheat to head on down and take care of the chickens. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to put a shed like right along that hedge right there. It should not stick out farther to where it gets in the way of the road, so I'll make sure I leave myself some room. And eventually I got to figure out if I want to make that field all down there into one. Have to wait and see how that goes. So I'm just going to top off all the wheat I have because I really don't know. I'm going to guess I'm going to use all but maybe like 25,000 liters of it, but I'd rather take all that I can, top them off. And then bring the rest back down here. So let's go top off the chickens. And then I'll probably have to bring it back down, empty out this into the silo, then bring the trailer back up. See how much Total rations I have. See if I got enough to feed the cows. That may have to wait until next episode because the mixer hasn't been running that long to give them. But I guess I could take what's in there out of it and just top off the cows anyways. But you can see that our field over there, all the trees are, well, they're on the ground. And then I need to bring the Case Puma back over with our stump grinder slash tree chipper, wood chipper, whatever you want to call it. Yep, even stuff around here is not being put away. I'm getting lazy. And the wool pallets that I mistakenly bought are still sitting there. I wonder how our sheep are doing with wool pallets, but I'm not getting no messages, so they're not full yet. Like I said, all but 25,000 liters was my guess. You can kind of see that the pallets are starting to fill up nicely. Alright, so I'm left with 21,000. So, let's not run into our trailer, which I need to fill up with some manure. And it looks like I'm out of hay already, okay. Oh, and I got 180,000 liters of Total Mix rations. Wow, okay. I do have hay. So let me grab some hay on my way back up here. We'll top that off and then we'll feed the cows. Alright, our second trailer of Total Mix rations coming over to the cows. And their stats should look so much better. They were down in the red, but I think they would be good for at least 2 more days, somewhere around there. The way they were, but now they should be good for a long time. Yeah, so they were down around 100,000 liters, so you can see we're filling them up. How many cows do we have at this point now? Okay. So, yeah, 88 cows. Not bad. And we're starting to pile up, well, they're starting to pile up the milk. A lot of slurry, a lot of manure that I could be bringing to the BGA. That actually almost topped them off, so not bad. Straw, they could use some, but, you know, nothing that they're in a hurry for. And as I was doing this, there's a great demand up at the mill. I don't have much of anything, but maybe we can see what the demand is for. Well, okay. It is for oats. I mean, I got some oats, but I mean, I don't have much at all. Yeah, that's all I got for oats. That's it. I think we sold them all on the last harvest. I mean, that is a darn good price. Unfortunately, yeah, we don't, you know, that's not worth me to go up there. I'm only going to get like maybe, what's that? Pretty close to like $6,000 for bringing that up. So, I mean, $6,000 is $6,000. It's nice, but it's not. I mean, if I had if it was wheat for that price, and I had 21. Let me just say, if I had 21,000 liters of oats, I'd be going up there and selling that. Yeah, so you can see how much we have in storage. Hay, we're starting to get a little bit low on hay. You just got to realize I just brought up 90,000 liters of hay. So I got maybe like 21,000 liters, 25,000 liters, something like that. How are sheep doing for food? Okay, not bad at all. I got enough so that if they were empty, I could probably top them off. They'd be good. So I probably got to look into making some more hay at some point, which is not a problem because we got these grass fields over here. How is our helper doing? Yeah, he's trying to figure out the tree situation here. We'll let him get on with his work. It's not that big of a deal. He's doing just fine. Yeah, so the mess up here, I need to kind of clean up just a little bit. But we're going to head on back down to the main farm. And actually, you know what? Let's leave that trailer there. Let's go ahead and hitch up our mixer. And we'll bring that down to our repair shop and we can sell it from there. And we'll look at the sheds and see which one we want to place down, and probably just wrap up the episode there because our T8 should be done by then. And then we can just basically walk home now instead of teleporting. We can walk home, and I need to go inside, kick off my shoes, grab a beverage, and think of, do I go to the airport in the morning, or you know, maybe I'll text Bill one more time just to find out, like, so am I coming Monday, or should I not bother? Got to figure all that stuff out. I mean, I'm already packed in a way. I mean, really, I don't really ever unpack. It's pretty much the suitcase is always just there. I just got to wash my clothes now and then. Whoa. Why did I... Oh, that might be the PTO shaft off the mixer doing that. Alright, because the PTO shaft is kind of dragging in the dirt, which is exactly what you want to do when it comes time to sell it. Oh, no, I'm hitting the limb on that tree. Because, you know, a little limb like that would stop a Volvo truck. I'm just saying. Yeah, the limb wouldn't snap off or anything. Yeah, so let's drop that off. Definitely get my truck out of there. Don't want to sell that by accident. No, yeah, gotta repair it first. $20. Now can I sell it? Wait, what was I gonna get for it? Because I didn't look. Looks like 41,000. Really? How much are those things? Animals. Really? I got 41,000 for it and I paid 53 plus whatever it was to paint it and such. That's not bad. Alright, sir. You can... Yeah, we'll drive you around. Because you might be moving some things around yourself. But I'm kind of thinking we just buy the shed and I'll clean up afterwards. Alright, let's go to the shop. As we're doing quite a bit lately. Where are we? Sheds. Ah, sheds. So this is a modded, but you can get these sheds at the mod hub. We had these on Ravenport. Really nice sheds. All these doors open. Well, obviously they open, or else, you know, they'd be terrible sheds. It'd be just a shed with doors closed. These are okay, but, you know, who wants to really use those at this point? This is a shed. Ooh, I thought it was that one that we had. No, it's this one right here. Alright, so yes, we got this one right here. Actually, we got two of them because we got one up at the animal shelter. Yeah, I do like these. That's what we're using on the Pacific Northwest. Should I just put these down here? I'm kind of liking the red barns, but I would like to have one probably more like this size, but I don't see any that size in red. We do not need the drive-through because... I mean, I could do drive-through. Because I could always take down those hedges. Yeah, but then I'm driving in my field. Let's see. Yeah, if I do drive-through, then it would have to be like in the middle, and I don't want to do that again. Like I said, I could put some drive-throughs. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're going to do drive-through. You'll see in a second. You probably already know. You're seeing what I'm seeing. Drive-through, just because it's easier. So we'll put them... I think this is going to be the correct way, is it not? And then... put like another one. Crap. Too bad someone hasn't come up with like snap angles for these things. Alright, let's yeah, somewhere in there ought to be good. Come on, I'm trying to get it. There, no regrets. Close enough. Hopefully I built them the correct way. It looks like I did. Very nice. Oh, that is the first one. And what's behind door number 2? Yes, I am liking that. So let's grab our truck. Looks like our T8 has finished, so I need to just go around the tree for him. But we'll go ahead and grab our loading wagon. We'll hitch that up and we'll park that up finally. Get that out of the elements. And I need to do some landscaping, get rid of that grass that's right there. And actually, I can almost probably park my harvester in that shed. I can park my harvester in the other one as well. But there, now it's starting to look good. Now it's really looking like a farm. Now the only problem is this shed kind of looks out of place here just a little bit. But I do like the stone, so we're keeping it. All right, sir. Looks like, or ma'am, whoever you were. Thank you for your help. I have no problem with you not being able to do it on the tree because, you know, trees are difficult. And really, you got all that work done is something I didn't have to do. Although sometimes the helper actually does get around the tree. I think... Oh, I see. I forgot to put the seed drill down, huh? Sorry, it's my first day in Farming Simulator. I didn't know that the seed drill had to be put down in order to actually seed. But this should give us 2 stages of fertilization on the field, so like we've been doing lately, we just have to worry about the weeds when they come. So now when I do straw and such, I can just put all the straw into our Total Mix Rations mixer. And like, yeah, but you're going to need it for the cows and such. Yeah, well, I can take the straw back out and then give the cows some bedding. But the good news is the straw will be up there, and I could use that little trailer. Now, that little trailer only holds 12,000 liters. But the thing is, the straw will be right up there. Alrighty. We are just about done here. Just about done for the day. So this farm this week has taken a big transformation of sheds and silos and moving things around. Yeah, a busy day here, or busy week here at Mercury Farms. A very productive one. We got all the trees cut down. So we probably got, you know, at least a couple hundred, maybe a couple $100,000 of trees sitting down there. Looks like when I sent him off on a worker, I can see I did not give him enough overlay. Wait, is that? Okay, now there's missed a little bit of a spot here, but nothing that we can't handle. There we go. Just like that. And we still got 63 grand in the bank. But we still got more things to buy. Obviously the header for a root crop harvester. I want to buy a cultivator. And I think I've gotten just about everything else. Maybe a water tanker. We have a milk tanker that we're using. But why not get a separate water tanker? I'll come over here and we'll refill our seed drill. Just in case I get crazy with the money and get myself so low on money, it's like, oh, I need to seed the field. And it's like, nah, I don't have the cash. I shouldn't leave the seed and fertilizer in the seed drill for days on end, but we do. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time on Mercury Farms. Maybe on Monday, who knows? But until then, have a good one.